Hey, what's up, everybody? Brotrio here, and for our second entry in our year-long monthly Zelda video series, it's February. You know what that means? It's smoochy smoochy time, and we decided to look into the best relationships in Zelda for February. So this is coming out on Valentine's Day, whether it be platonic, romantic, or romantically charged, plutonic, whatever you want to call it. We're looking at them, and these are our favorites. So I'm going to start things off with my favorite relationship. It's between Link and Zelda, and it is from Spirit Tracks. This is an odd pick, I know, but it was one of my favorite relationships. It's my favorite relationship between Link and Zelda because they are so intermingled the entire game. It's one of the only games that Zelda is your companion. There's no like hat or shadow monster or something that you hang out with. It's Zelda. The only, kicker is that she's dead, so she's a ghost the whole time. And it is really cool for puzzles because at the beginning of the game, Chancellor Cole and Byrne just murder Zelda. It's not murder, but they release her spirit from her body. And in our world, at least, maybe not the Zelda world, but our world, that translates to she's dead. So the goal of this game is to find Zelda's body, get her back into it, and, go on living life with her spirit in her body as it should be. And it is one of the cutest relationships between Link and Zelda, because she's so scared all the time and not that confident at all because she's Princess Zelda. She hasn't done much in her lifetime. She's a princess, so she's not used to manual labor. She's not used to going dungeon diving or anything. So you get the best mechanic of this game is you get the ability to make Zelda possess suits of armor, and then because it was on the DS, you then, as Link, you draw a map, and Zelda follows this map, and then as the suit of armor. So that leads to you have to have the suit of armor do something with Zelda inside of it, and then you do something, and it leads to a bunch of cool puzzle mechanics. But one of the cutest and funniest parts to me is Zelda's in this big burly suit of armor, massive, has spikes on it, has a giant sword or a flaming sword or a giant shield or something, and if there's a mouse, Zelda just starts panicking and starts shaking and shivering in fear just from this mouse, and it cracks me up every time. So you gotta watch the mice as Link controlling Zelda. Maybe go kill him as Link so she's less scared. But it's mainly the whole cooperative aspect between the two is what I like so much, because neither one of them could do this without the other. Link could not do this solo. He could not do anything without Zelda in this game because she is helping him so much by possessing the suits of armor, getting him beyond places he could go without her. And they grow a lot together in their relationship, and it culminates at the end when they're taking down Maldus, and they hold hands, and it's really cute, and it's a little bit more than just a platonic friendship thing. It's a budding romance, and it is adorable and one of my all-time favorites.
My favorite romantic relationship in The Legend of Zelda is one that is not necessarily romantic, but it's the most obviously romantic Link and Zelda have ever been, in my opinion, which is in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. First, that's my favorite Zelda, the character, not the game. But my favorite character is Zelda. She's plucky, she's quirky, she's fun, and she has a lot of love for Link. Whether you want to say that's platonic or not, you can't deny it's there, at least from one of them. I think they're both into it. They're just not admitting it yet. And Groose is obviously in love with her, but she doesn't want him. She wants Link, in my opinion. So that is why it's my favorite. They match together so well, because she's not like this hoity-toity princess. She's like the chief's daughter, but it's like a village of like 10 people. So like she's not just this big-time royal girl. She's girl next door Zelda. They hang out all the time. They're best friends, and that's where the best relationships come from, is best friends. Now, the real time, in my opinion, you can tell something's there, is in the scene where Zelda's getting frozen and freezing herself in amber, sealing herself away. There's not a dry eye in the house when that scene comes up, because like if you didn't at least tear up, you have no emotion. Like, she said, "I am still your Zelda." Link realized what's happening, started bolting toward her to try to stop her. Nope, froze herself in amber. It was sad, and it was heartbreaking for Link. So he didn't even care about like demise and all that for a long time. He was just like, "Whoa, man, that tornado ate my girlfriend. Let's go get her." And jumped in that tornado with his big red bird, went to save his love, and then she froze herself in amber, blah, blah, blah. He killed the Demon King just for Zelda. He did it for all the Destiny stuff later, but it started out just for Zelda because they obviously have a romantic thing going.
Of all the romance options that come Link's way, normally it's the unexpected ones that I like the most. And Mipha, it definitely came out of nowhere because I did not expect Link to get accidentally engaged to another fish girl. And he did, but this time there was a little bit of a lead up to it because they had been friends since they were children. She was always healing him when he would get into scrapes and get over his head and get hurt. And then after Link rescues her spirit that's been trapped in the Divine Beast, she gives you an auto-resurrect ability so she can heal you from beyond the grave. And when you go through all of the flashbacks and everything, it's just so adorable. She's so bashful and makes him that vest that signifies her love, but then you find out later, like, she never actually got to express that to Link. But you still get the armor so you can always remember her by.
Always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.